Welcome to the Bears Success Show.
I'm Eric.
I'm Christian. We are Bears Success. In this episode, we're gonna talk about this cool weekend that's gonna happen online, which is
the Digital Bear Weekend, which is May 15th to 17th,
2020.
Yes, and it's a virtual celebration of music, workshops, and brotherly love.
Yeah, it's a very cool initiative organized and hosted by Bear World Magazine and
Gray Jones Media.
Yes. So we had a conversation with Robin Gray, co-founder of
Gray Jones Media
in the Bear World Magazine. So we talk about the event, why that happened, what's going to happen, this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So before we start, please subscribe to our Bear Success on YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, have our website. We're all over the place.
Yes,
it's
we're all over social media.
Yes, we're everywhere. See, we have bearsuccess.com. So here you go. Hey, Robin, how are you?
Hi, Robin.
Hi, I'm good. Hello.
How is the pandemic doing for you? What's going on there?
Not too bad. Everything's sort of going okay. We're still locked in, obviously, but there we go.
That's crazy times.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell us a bit about Bear World Magazine.
And Gray Jones Media.
Yes.
Sure. So Bear World Magazine, we started back in 2012, I think. And we're now we've now grown to be the world's biggest lifestyle magazine for the gay bear community. And we are read by nearly 30,000 people a month from around the world. So that's really awesome. And then, and Gray Jones Media is our parent company, which was founded by myself and my partner, Richard Jones, my business partner, Richard Jones. And alongside Bear World Magazine, we also run 3 other magazines. One called Queer 40, which obviously is for people over 40. One is Vacationer magazine, which isn't doing too much at the moment, but that's kind of on a different trajectory, which is about LGBT travel. And our latest one is Gaming magazine, Gaming with a Y, which is about an LGBT video games magazine. Again, another world first that currently doesn't exist. So we've been running that one for a year now. And that has sort of really taken off. We've got a lovely little collection of online magazines, and we just started out producing TV shows as well. So hopefully, depending how the coronavirus treats us, you might be seeing some of that slightly later in the year now, with a travel show and a cooking show that are due out. And that'll be you'll be able to watch that on Here TV, which is the LGBT streaming app that's available globally.
Wow, very cool. For sure busy there, no matter what.
Yes, exactly.
So tell us about the Digital Bear Weekend.
Sure. So this weekend coming, so May 15th through 17th, is our Digital Bear Weekend. It's the very first, that's it right there. It's the very first ever Digital Bear Weekend that's happened. Obviously, we acted on it and we decided to sort of make this happen because with the ongoing sort of coronavirus crises that's happening sort of globally, we felt like we were seeing a lot of events get cancelled, rightly so. And then when the big decision about P-Town Bear Week was taken in early April, it kind of got to a point where we thought, you know what, we need to stand up, and we are the sort of the leading lifestyle magazine for the bear community. So we'll do something. We're a digital media company, so we've got the resources to do this. We put out a call to performers and friends of the magazine, some really big names in the bear world, thinking, or aiming, I should say, maybe for sort of 5 or 6 people a day, so like 10 people in total. We are now at 24 performers that are taking place across the weekend, including a warm-up set from New York City's Beers and Bears on Friday evening. That starts at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and then rolls through obviously Saturday afternoon, evening, Sunday afternoon, evening. And yeah, we're really, really happy with it, and it's great. It's all coming together. I just have another few days now of me sort of thrashing away, trying to get it all uploaded on time to our hosting platforms.
Everything's gonna be live?
No. So we're not that brave. No. For the first one, we wanted to make sure it was something that we can deliver. So we've basically been working to have all this uploaded as pre-records. So we've invited, as I say, we've got 12 performers a day, whether that's music, whether it's a cooking demonstration, workshops, meditation, yoga. There's something else I missed as well. All the Bear City watch along. So all this sort of stuff that's happening, we've basically said to everybody, submit videos. We will schedule it as if like on a Bear weekend, people would come at 3 o'clock to see Tom Goss or whatever it is. And at that time on Bearworld Magazine, bearworldmag.com/digitalbear, I can see it on the bottom of the screen. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There we go. I've always wanted to do that. So at the time of the schedule, those videos will appear right on that site. So people can sort of spend time, they can dip in and out, they can choose what they want to do. And yeah, get some beers in, sit down, turn the internet on, and enjoy a Bear weekend at home.
Wow, that's a very interesting idea.
Yeah. How did you come up with it?
It's something we've always flirted with. So I've always seen, when all this obviously started, even before the sort of like the Corona stuff happened, we knew of a lot of different people that do different streams. DJs do sort of like live Facebooks, this sort of stuff. But I've always been sort of curious about how we can try and maybe really sort of amp that up and push that into the sort of more impactful, like whole weekend kind of sphere. And yeah, it kind of sort of, it grew out of that. It grew out the idea of, well, if you can do one video with one performer, why can't you do a load of videos and stitch them all together and call it a Bear weekend? And yeah, we are by definition a digital media company. So we decided it was time to put our money where our mouth is.
Yeah, there's so many Bears artists in the community. It's amazing the amount. All these years,
absolutely, yeah.
We met so many.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, we're absolutely honoured to sort of have even half of the people that are involved performing. But as you say, to have like over 24 people from around the world, because there are people performing from the UK, from Ireland, from the USA, that have all given their time. And I should say this is all for free. Anybody can go to that website and enjoy an entire Bear weekend completely free. And a lot, I think there are two exceptions, but everybody will have their information for their Venmo or their tips or PayPals or Cash Apps on screen. We really, really do encourage people to come along with their sort of digital dollars ready to help these people out. These are people that have had their intrinsic livelihood and way of life be taken away from them, rightly so. And I think this is a time that not only from a community point of view, do we need to sort of hug the community, but also we need to hug our artists. And I think this is one way of doing that. The two people that have opted not to do tips are actually asking for specific charity donations as well. So it's great that there's a lot of giving, hopefully, across this weekend as well.
Tell us a bit about the schedule, what's going to happen, who's going to be like a highlight.
And who are you
sure.
to seeing?
Sorry, I'm being really unprofessional and pulling it up while we're talking. I should just know this. I literally spent the entire time doing it. So okay. I'm not going to say who my favorite is. No. So that's purely from a political point of view. I think the real answer should be they're all my favorites. No, so I mean, we kick off on, like I say, we kick off Friday evening with Beers and Bears, the sort of legendary bear night in New York City. They're doing a double DJ set for an hour and a half to sort of get people in the mood. That's really cool. And then across Saturday and Sunday is a range of different things. So Bear City Watch Along is happening on Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. And that is where, for free, obviously we assume that everybody's got a copy of Bear City anyway. It's kind of one of the things that you should have on your bookshelf next to your Bible. But you can go to a link that we've shared, which is YouTube. On the Bear City YouTube account, they are premiering Bear City the whole in full. So anyone that doesn't have it, you're a bad bear, but you can go to their YouTube and watch along live. And basically the entire world, I'm hoping, is going to be watching Bear City at 2 o'clock on Saturday. And we have cast and creatives from the movie sitting in, and they'll be tweeting along. So they'll be everyone should be using the hashtag Bear City Watch Along. And yeah, so cast and creatives will be in there. You get to ask them questions. They'll be talking like some behind the scenes gossip. So that'd be a really fun experience.
Yeah, they are.
I'm sorry? Yeah, they're great.
Doug?
Yeah, Doug, Greg, and a few other people as well. Yeah. No, they're really cool. So that sort of kicks off Saturday. We've got some great people then performing. We've got a breathing and meditation workshop from 5 p.m., which is a nice little sort of chill way of doing that. And then we run off into the evening of sort of singers and drag performers. We finish the night with our headliner, which is obviously Big Dipper. And then DJ Matteo Sagade rounds out the evening with an hour-long DJ set. And then Sunday we kick off with some bear yoga. The current reigning world cub, Christopher Gonzalez, is doing an hour-long bear yoga session. So that's cool. And then we have the hostess with the mostest, Alexander Rodriguez, who is a crazy, crazy sassy bear in Los Angeles. He's doing his lockdown entertainment update. And then he's actually bringing Greg Gunter from Bear City onto his show for an interview happening at that time as well. So you get to find out a bit more about Greg. And then, yeah, we're off again into another sort of afternoon and evening of some beautiful performers, finishing up with Tom Goss, who's headlining and closing out Sunday, followed by DJ Laurent, again with the sort of what we're calling the farewell party, which is, again, another hour-long DJ set for everyone to enjoy.
Wow. How are you going to do? You're going to repeat later? I mean, because the time zone, I guess many people will have trouble to see where they are.
Yeah.
So once the video's gone live on the website, that it basically will build out the weekend. So if people keep going back to that one there, bearworldmag.com/digitalbear. No, I can do it. Okay, bearworldmag.com/digitalbear. That will start off looking empty, but then as the weekend goes on, you'll get more and more boxes come up with which you can click to go and watch those videos. Come the end of the weekend, you can go back and watch it as many times as you want. All those great performances will stay there then. So that whole you can relive a Bear Weekend every day of your life if you fancy it.
Is the movies going to stay there forever or just during the weekend?
I'm not going to answer that question. That's not my. The premiere in the movie to watch live. I don't honestly know whether that's going to stay up or not. I'm going to say no because they want to make money. So they're going to want people to continue buying it. So I think that one is probably a one-hit wonder. So enjoy that for free. It's why we put it on at 2 p.m., which is 2 p.m. Eastern. So that's 7 p.m. in the UK. It's 10 a.m., 11 a.m. East Western. So it's kind of like the best time for everybody to enjoy it, as many people as we can live. And then yes, absolutely for UK people, we've tried to sort of front load both days with UK performers. So on the Saturday, Paul Middleton. On the Sunday, Graham J and Tarek. They are all performing at sort of between 4 and 5 o'clock, which is like 9 and 10 o'clock our time. So again, it's slightly nice. We've been sort of sympathetic to people trying to get as much out of this as they can. But yes, for some of the later performances, you can always go back the next day. You can go back the next week. and I'm not meant to be announcing this now, but you can possibly come back in July.
I was going to mention that a bird told us that something.
Possibly.
A furry bird.
Yeah, hold that thought. There'll be something happening on Sunday with me, actually, that might tell people a little bit more about what we've got planned for July.
That's so cool. It's important doing these things, especially everybody sometimes at home, like our website or Instagram, the Bearsing says, it's been so busy since March. It's always busy, but lately it's been extremely crazy. Many requests, people sending pictures.
Yeah.
Guys at home, bored, many horny. So it's nice to give something for them to do, to watch, especially the bear arts. Many people don't know. It's nice for them to get to know some
Absolutely. And it's really great. And I think there's a lot of people on this schedule that people will know and they can enjoy. But I think what's exciting is we're giving opportunities to a lot of people that are sort of up and coming or newly discovered or whatever, that maybe they wouldn't make it onto a schedule at a sort of a large bear weekend. You know what I mean? Like there's sort of a sort of relatively standard as we knew it, bear weekend might have sort of 2 or 3 acts across the weekend, because as you say, everyone else is either in the sauna or in the swimming pool or both. And it's sort of, it basically is an opportunity for everybody to sort of have some more exposure. And yeah, there are some people on there. I've seen the videos. Obviously, I've been editing them. that actually are stunning, and people that I would never have come across even. So no, it's super exciting.
And also, I guess the good thing about this pandemic, if there's a good thing, is making people be able to expose themselves, show themselves a different way that you didn't think was possible. People, could do online and do it. Not sometimes have to do that.
I mean, I'm always a bit loath to say anything's good about a pandemic, but I think certainly one of the things that we've really enjoyed, if we can even say that, is the amount of digital creativity that's happening at the moment. And again, it's not just us that we're sort of blowing our own trumpet, but there's across the board drag streams happening, DJ streams happening. People are finding ways of getting through this. Creative people who normally create and do amazing things in real life, they're taking to the airwaves, whether it's through a live stream on Instagram or Facebook or Vimeo or Twitch or whatever. There's so many different platforms out there, and I think this whole thing will change the landscape forever. We're not going to go. There is no going back now. I think that the concept of this time next year everything will be back to normal. I really don't think there's going to be. We're not going back to anything. I think we're moving forward. I think this has taught us a lot, and I think there are working practices that will change. That people, I mean, who was it recently? Twitter basically said if you want to work from home forever now, if you want to work from home, we're not going to stop you. So I mean, big companies, they're changing things. They've really had their sort of hand forced by this, but it's actually producing some amazing results. Look at the environment that's suddenly getting cleaner. Look at all that sort of stuff. But and I mean, Richard and I, my business partner and I, were talking about this literally a few hours ago. This is something that once people are back out having bear weekends again in real life, this isn't something that's going to go away. We're going to do a digital bear weekend every year or 2 or twice a year or whatever we decide to do, because as you said, this is giving people opportunities to see things they might not have seen. A lot of people don't like going to bear weekends because they're too crowded. A lot of people are unable to go to bear weekends because of disability issues.
Or they can't pay for the tickets.
Absolutely, yeah. From an economic point of view, absolutely. So this is going to be really embracing that kind of diversity, and yeah, this is knocking down social boundaries left, right, and centre. And I think this is something that's going to stick. And I think a lot of the things that we're seeing are going to stick. Why does a drag queen need to go out to a bar at 3 a.m, whereas she can stay at home, do an amazing job on Twitch and raise more money for herself, that I know a lot of them are doing, than going out to bars? So it's sort of, there's a lot that's changing. And I think it's really exciting.
because here in Toronto, the gay village is going down for the past few years because people stay more at home. They don't want to go out at night. They don't spend money. So many businesses there have been changing.
Yeah, the rents have been going
Absolutely,
up.
yeah. And it's exactly the same anywhere else in the world. Where I live in Birmingham in the UK, we have venues that are closing left, right, and centre as well. And it's not. This pandemic hasn't caused all of this. I think a lot of this is what has been on the cards for a long time. Venues might have been closing, or they might have been clinging on for dear life, and this pandemic maybe saw them off. Okay, but you're right. The notion of a sort of people going out into these spaces, whether they're queer or not, it can be any sort of going out. Nightlife as a whole is struggling. And if we can bring a lot of that indoors and bring it indoors to people and bring it onto their TVs, is what I was going to say, then yeah, it's win-win then, isn't it? I mean, we just need to find a way of getting beer down people's internet cables, and then we're sorted.
Yes. Well, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add for any message?
Yes, come along. Have fun. We're doing this so you can ignore what's going on outside, maybe for a couple of days. Stay safe, stay indoors where you can. Don't listen to Donald Trump. And yeah, use the hashtag Digital Bear Weekend. Do come along to the Bear City Watch Along. I'd love to try and set a world record. We're not counting it, but I'll still pretend it's a world record. Use the hashtag, or what's the hashtag for that? Bear City Watch Along. And then, yeah, bearworldmag.com, whatever it is. I can do it again. Thank you. There we go. bearworldmag.com/digitalbear.
That's great. Thank you so much.
And also, we'd like to thank Richard Jones, Robin Gray, obviously, and David Goodman as well.
Yes, make this possible to connect us together.
I'm also adding Kyle. Can I add Kyle Jackson onto that list as well from our team?
Sure.
Who's done a lot of work behind the scenes on this as well. So big love to Kyle and Richard and David.
So thank you so much. We're looking forward to it. We're going to make sure to spread the word about it on our side.
Share. Yeah, definitely.
And if you need us, just let us know. Just send a message. We'll be around. Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Big hugs.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
So don't forget, this weekend, May 15 to 17, the Digital Bear World Weekend. They'll be online, so just access their website.
Yes.
You can watch everything there. And also, it's a great thing to participate.
Yes, it's very interesting. Lots of performers, and workshops.
And everything. So I'd like to thank Robin Gray,
Richard Jones, and David Goodman
for helping us to set up this interview and everything. So before you go, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Bear Success, or go to our website, follow our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Yep.
Where
both Instagrams, because we have two.
I know, we're very, very busy.
Bears in Excess and also Bears in Excess events.
Yes. And have any questions, suggestions, please send us a message or email, bearsuccess@gmail.com.
Yeah, bearsinexcess@gmail.com.
Yes. And see you next time.
Yeah. Stay fluffy.